Hello friends, let's do this poem today. What happens to a dream deferred? This poem can be an excellent way to begin your essay. If you have to write an essay on social inequality, this can be an excellent way to make an introduction. This poem was written by Langston Hughes. He was a black American poet. He was a very influential figure of Harlem Renaissance, which was a socio-cultural and intellectual movement which took place in America amongst the black Americans. It was in 1920s and it was also called as Neo-Negro movement. Now we will take up this poem and I will explain you this poem in both English and Hindi language. This poem talks about that what happens when dreams are not fulfilled. What happens? It creates a lot of negativity, and finally that negativity goes on to add on and create something which is very traumatic. Now what those things are, we will see in this poem. It's a hardly 11 line poems, you can easily remember it. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like a rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? So what happens when dreams are not fulfilled? The poet, most of the people interpret it in this way, that he's talking about the dreams of black community, the black Americans. But we can interpret in any way. We can think of any social community, any community whose members are facing some sort of discriminations and are not able to realize their dreams, their aspirations. In fact, even at an individual level, if a person is not able to fulfill his dream, then what happens? And then what retrospectively we can think of. This will also we will see. So what happens to a dream deferred? Deferred means something which gets postponed, something which gets delayed. When you put off your dream, what happened? Deferred in Hindi means टालना. तो क्या होता है जब सपनों को टाल दिया जाता है? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Raisin जैसे किशमिश, dry fruits. Now a kishmish or a raisin is made from grapes. Now grapes are very juicy. They're full of juice and sugar and essence. They're very tasty and full of life. But when you put them in sun, what happens to them? They get wrinkled. They lose their fragrance. The water, the juice, everything is lost from that. And it's very painful. It must be very painful for them to be in the sun, in the scorching heat of the sun. So what happens when a dream is put off to a future day, to such an extent that you start believing that you may not be able to ever achieve it? It is like a raisin in the sun. Or fester like a sore and then run. Sore is something like a minor bruise. कुछ छोटा सा कट लग जाता है या खरोंच लग जाती है स्किन पर, या गले में खराश हो जाती है, या बॉडी में कहीं भी कुछ छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम होता है स्किन पे, तो उसे सोर बोलते हैं. फेस्टर मीन्स when there is germs and infection in it. So उस छोटे से कट में जब इन्फेक्शन हो जाता है, वो इन्फेक्शन जब बड़ा होने लगता है, तो उसे हम बोलेंगे इट और फेस्टर लाइक अ सोर. तो वो सपना है जो पूरा नहीं हो पाया, तो वो कैसा हुआ? उस सूखी हुई किशमिश की तरह जो धूप में जल रही है, या उस छोटे से कट की तरह जो अब नासूर बन गया है, जो कैंसरस सा हो गया, जो फैलता जा रहा है? तो क्या वो चल पाएगा सपना? एंड देन रन? नो, इट कांट रन, इट कांट इवन वॉक प्रॉपरली. वो जो सोर है, वो जो फेस्टर है, वो फैलता जाएगा, लेकिन आप नहीं चल पाओगे. डज इट स्टिंक लाइक रॉटन मीट? Meat is something which gives you energy, which gives you a lot of energy, and it's a very precious thing also. Precious in the sense it comes costly. You have to pay a price. Now vegetarian people may not be able to appreciate it, but for non-vegetarian people, meat is a very something which they really want, and and it comes with a great cost, and it's a source of energy, protein. But what happens if you don't consume meat within its time frame? When you delay it, जब आप उसे postpone कर देते हो, just like the dreams are getting postponed, similarly if you don't consume the meat also within a time frame, it will stink. Stink मतलब उसमें से smell आएगी. रोटन मतलब वो सड़ चुका होगा. तो जैसे मांस के टुकड़े सड़ जाते हैं, उनमें से स्मेल आने लगती है, तो क्या वैसा ही होता है जब सपने पूरे नहीं हो पाते? और crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet. If you have noticed, when you bring in sweet or a cake or a pastry to your home, it has to be consumed in some hours or within a day. उसे एक ही दिन में खाना होता है. But if you don't eat it and you keep it there for 4 or 5 days, then it will develop a crust on it. वो हार्ड सी हो जाएगी, ब्रिटल हो जाएगी. इट मीन्स कि उस पर कुछ फंगस ग्रो हो चुकी है, वो खराब हो चुकी है. यू कांट ईट इट. इट हैज़ बिकम टॉक्सिक नाउ, poisonous. If you eat it, you will be sick. So it is like this. That dream which could have been a source of sweetness in your life, which could have given you pleasure, happiness, but it is not. But it is no more sweet. It has become full of germs. It is causing negativity because it has not been fulfilled. Next two lines are, maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Sag means latak jana due to some weight. Now when you put on some extra weight on a cloth or on a rubber band or on any plastic thing, it deforms itself. It stretches to such an extent that it loses out its body and shape. So is it like that? Is this the experience of your dreams not being fulfilled? Is it like you are sagging under a heavy weight? जैसे स्कूल में बच्चों को पीठ पर बहुत ज़्यादा वज़न डाल दिया जाता है तो उनकी पीठ झुक जाती है. या मज़दूर जो बहुत ज़्यादा वज़न उठा के चलते हैं दिन भर, उनकी पीठ झुक जाती है, लटक जाती है, मुरझा जाती है उनकी बॉडी. Their body bends. The workers who are carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, or the school kids who carry a lot of weight in their bags, school bags. So it's sagging. They lose their body shape. It gets deformation. There is a deformation which takes place. So is this that deformation which takes place when your dreams are not fulfilled? And the last line is, or does it explode? That is, this is the punchline. This is the line where the maximum impact is being delivered. If a dream is not fulfilled, it will lead to many negative things. This. But finally, will it lead to an explosion? Now, what is an explosion? An explosion means some bhukamp, jwalamukhi, some catastrophic situation, something which you cannot control. For example, if you keep denying the rights of a community, that community will come to a protest someday. There will be revolution. And what form that revolution will take, you never know. And will you be able to control those protests? Will you be able to control the nature of those protests? No one knows. It will be an explosion, just like a nuclear explosion. You cannot control. And you don't know if it will be violent or not. You basically cannot have any idea to what situation it will lead to. So that is the final situation when the dreams are not fulfilled. Now, see in these things, there is an aspect of time duration. We feel that when the dreams are not fulfilled, how does it feel like? A raisin in the sun. A raisin in the sun, remember, this is a very famous phrase which is often used to depict a very marginalized or very weak community, especially the black community. There was a very famous writer, Lawrence Hansberry. She wrote a novel by the same title, Raisin in the Sun, in which she discussed the plight of a black American family based in Chicago. So in the scorching heat of the sun, bright intense sunlight, the raisin is losing. What is raisin? Raisin is a fruit which has lost its shape, is ugly, has transformed. There is a wrinkles. So notice on all these metaphors which the poet has used. Sore, what does it means? You could have controlled the sore initially. छोटा सा कट लगा था, वहाँ पे दवाई लगाई होती तो वो ठीक हो जाता. But since you did not do that, now it has become infectious. Fester means infectious. Now it has become infectious. And if you still don't attend to it, if you still keep ignoring it, जैसे और ignore करते हो, it is like a rotten meat. मीट जैसे कि पीछे पूरी दुनिया पागल है, लेकिन अगर वही मीट सड़ा हुआ हो तो उसके पास से गुजरना मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो जो चीज़ इतनी खूबसूरत होती, जो ड्रीम इतना खूबसूरत होता है, आज वो इतना ख़राब हो चुका है, सड़ चुका है कि वो रॉटन हो चुका है. उसमें से वो स्टिंग कर रहा है, उसमें से स्मेल आ रही है, इट इज स्टिंकिंग. और इट इज syrup is sweet. Sweets, it could have been a source of sweet memories, it could have been a source of happiness, but now it is like that sweet which has developed a crust on it and which you can't eat. And if you eat it, you will be sick. And it is, you are just sagging. It's not your physical body which is sagging, but your mind which is stressed out to such an extent because of the heavy load, the load of the past, the load of your failures, the load that how you are stopped from chasing your dreams. There is a sense of trauma. And see, when your dreams are very beautiful, even if you're not able to fulfill them, you may experience pain, but you're not able to leave them completely. You are still attached to them. On the one hand, you're attached, and the other hand, you're not able to get them. It creates conflict in your mind. It creates a very painful situation. And you have to live with that painful situation that creates a heavy load on your mind. Or does it explode? Finally, it will lead to an explosion. Now, retrospectively, if we think about it, what message this poem is giving us? This poem is not just talking about how painful it would be if dreams are deferred. This poem is also giving the message, the final message is given over here that it would explode. Does it explode? Now, see, come back to the title here. What happens to a dream deferred? The title is not this, what happens when you defer your dream? It is not in active but in passive voice. It means that the dream was getting deferred not because of you, but because of some external agency, someone else, something else, which is not in your control. It could be some other person, it could be some other community. So you are not the reason of your failures. Someone else is. Someone else is taking away your right to fulfill your dreams. So today, if there is an explosion, after all these things, when there is an explosion, there is a need to look back retrospectively. Today, the system, if it has failed to give those equal opportunities to those depressed people, and those depressed people have been forced to resign from their dreams, and today if that is leading to an explosion, if it is leading to violence, if it is leading to a catastrophic situation, then possibly it is not justified to stuff them back in prisons. It is not ethically right to think and ask them to just get in their homes. Why? Because you did not intervene when the sore was becoming infectious. You did not intervene when they were drying in the sunlight, in the scorching sun. They were pained because of it. They were turning into resin. You did not intervene when it was rotting. You did not intervene earlier, and because of you, the dreams kept on differing. The dreams differed because of you. Right now, by you I mean the system. The system which has created inequalities in the society due to which some people are not able to fulfill their aspirations. These inequalities, these structural inequalities could be anything. You could have created an education system which has denied the individuals of certain community an equal access to progress and a good career. You could have created a situation in which you have humiliated them to such an extent that they have lost all avenues for progress. So this system today, which has denied them their dreams of a better life, their dreams of good employment, their dreams of good housing, their dreams of good health care, their dreams of their good earnings, and above and everything, their dreams of a dignified life, their dreams of an equal respect from you. If the system has denied those things, then it must look back. It is not right to expect them, to ask them to go to their homes, and it's not right to stuff them back in the prisons. Because you created the recipe of disaster. You created this recipe of explosion because you did not intervene when the situation was deteriorating, when the dreams were getting deferred day by day, month by month, year by year, decade by decade, generation by generation. These people kept on facing the pain, they kept on feeling that pain and intensity. They were under this heavy load, but you did not do anything at that point of time. So today if there is an explosion, you also need to take responsibility of that. You also share that responsibility of that. And today it may not be right ethically, it may not be right morally, legally it might be right, but morally it may not be right to ask them to get back in their homes and stuff them into prisons. Legally it might be right, but morally it is not, because they went through a very traumatic experience, serial wise. So friends, in this way we can interpret this poem, and in this way you can use these ideas to write an essay. I hope this was beneficial to you. And as I said, you can use this poem in this way whenever you have to talk about how, whether an individual or a social community or blacks, that is Africans, African Americans, Afro-Americans, how they are not being given equal opportunities and a respectful and a dignified way of life, because of which they are not able to fulfill their dreams, their aspirations. And that is how finally we are creating a recipe for disaster and a catastrophic situation, where we will have no idea that what would happen, whether it will be violent or militant, or whether they will be whatever shape it will take place and wherever it will go, we have no idea about it. So with this friends, I close down this discussion here. उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको ये बेनिफिशियल रहा होगा.